What's up, YouTube? This is Ken Apocalypse, and today I'm just going to show you, actually not Xbox settings, I'm going to show you my movie settings. And I'm going to go into Vudu, because Vudu, along with Netflix, streams 4K and Dolby Vision. It does HDR10 on some movies, but let's get in here, and I'm just going to show you. We'll do Ready Player One, which to me looks really good. And see, it's Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. It's got some really good color. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it right here. You can see Dolby Vision up in the corner. There we go. I'm pausing it because, of course, I don't want a copyright strike. You know how that goes. But I'm going to show you my settings on this. Now, you go into Picture, of course, and then you go into, see, it says Dolby Vision up there, and I'm under Vivid. And I got my automatic brightness control off, of course. The backlight I got set at 100, the brightness at 50. You don't want to go too high. Too high, it looks washed out. Too low, it's too dark. Contrast, I got it popped up 70 on Vivid, but I put it 75, and it seems to be doing really well. Sorry about the little bit of glare off my TV there. My back window is kind of bright. But you could see the glare off the back window, and still the TV's bright as well. So the color I got 75 because I love saturated colors. I like oversaturated colors, actually. Natural colors are great. They are if I'm watching a nature show. But if I want to watch a movie and it's got a lot of color in it, I want the colors to pop. So I set that on 75. I got the 10 at 0. And the sharpness, a lot of people say you could turn this down to 0 because you're watching 4K content. But I got it set on 30, which is what it popped up as anyway. So it really, you know, it hasn't affected the picture one way or the other to me. Now, when you get into more picture modes, I got it set on cool here. And I got because if you go computer, it dulls it out a little bit. That's more, if you can tell, that's a little brighter. You go to normal, of course, it makes it really dark. But then I got the black detail on high. The reason I want black detail on high is because I want those extra little pieces of detail to pop. Now the full array, for some reason, now if I put this thing on high, it dims out the screen. Of course, because it's full array local dimming. So it's going to dim it out a little bit. Now, I find this too aggressive. What I mean by too aggressive is, like on dark scenes, it's still really dark. So I don't like that. And on bright scenes, it kind of dims it out a little bit because it's, you know, it's doing its job. That's what it's supposed to do. I mean, so I like to keep mine on medium. If you can tell, you can't tell in the video really, but on the TV you can tell. Like if you put it on high, it darkens it out. If you put it on medium, it actually brightens it up. So I like it to be bright. And my judder, I don't have any problem with on 5. The blur, I don't have it on 5. It doesn't give me any of the soap opera effect. Now the clear action, if I would turn on the clear action, it actually, during some of the scenes, like really fast moving scenes, it dims the picture. And the reason it does that, it dims the picture to make the to up the frame rate, to make the picture look smoother. And I just leave it off. It doesn't affect me one way or the other really, but like I said, I do like a brighter picture. So when you get to a fast moving scene and it limits the backlighting, is what it does. It limits your backlight. I just don't like it. Let's see, game latency. Of course, I'm not playing a video game. Somebody asked me a question about it the other day, and I never use game latency. I never turn it on. The games that I play are shooters. They're real responsive. Have had no issues, so I just leave it off. Film mode is on. Excuse me. You can turn it off or you can turn it on. It's kind of an automatic detector. If you're watching a movie, it's supposed to it's supposed to calibrate your TV to the best possible. I'm not going to say calibrate. I'm sorry. It's supposed to optimize the TV so it's got a crisper picture and stuff like that. Gamma. I mean, the lower your gamma, the brighter your picture is going to be. But you don't want it to be too bright. You don't want it to be too dark. Like that, to me, right there is too dark. That right there is actually perfect. I love it the way it is. Gamma, like I said, look, if you go this route, you're going to look washed out. So I leave it on 2.1, which is kind of in the middle because you got 1.8, then you got 2.4. 2.1 is kind of in the middle. I really like that. Picture edit mode, that's actually to save your picture. Now your color calibration, I do not mess with this. Just for the simple fact that out of the box, I think this picture on this TV is pretty awesome. Audio, of course, I got a Samsung surround bar hooked up. Been meaning to get rid of that to go into a going to get a excuse me, losing my mind. I was going to get rid of it and get me a Vizio one to go with the TV because it sounds really good. It really does. But Vizio now has mine is just a 2.1, and Vizio now has the 5.1 that has the rear speakers and rear Bluetooth speakers and everything. And I think I saw it at Newegg for $3.99, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And it comes with a huge subwoofer. It comes with a 10-inch subwoofer. So, I mean, you're going to have your bass a booming. You know what I mean? Now, after I show you this, it takes mine a while to load for some. I got 200 megabytes per second, but yet everything loads fast except Voodoo. Not understanding it. But I will say something here in a minute about this. Let's go back here. And let's try a different movie. Let's go with Venom. We'll resume it. Don't know where I left off. Okay, I see where to. This is one of my favorite parts of the movie because you could see the black detail. Like I said, I apologize for the load times. 200 megabytes per second, and Voodoo just don't want to. I don't know. Might have to call Voodoo about that. And I'm going to explain something in just a second here. Let's try something else. That's taking way too long. Okay. Spider-Man, Homecoming. Good Marvel movie. It's not my favorite. Let's see. Now this is probably one of my favorite scenes. And okay. I don't want to do it too much because I don't want the I'm going to let it play here for just a second. I think what's the limit? 30 seconds? Okay. Now, you can see like the detail around him, the detail of the grass. It's really bright, really vibrant. The sun looks natural. It's actually really bright. I hate movies where the sun looks like it's dimmed out. I mean, that's just not natural color to me, and especially not saturated color to me. You run into that problem with, I hate to say it, but OLEDs. OLEDs make a bright scene look dimmer than what it is. I do not like that at all. Now, let me tell you something about streaming video real quick. And a viewer actually sit there and made a comment on it about the compression ratio of a physical disc compared to over-the-air streaming. And over the air, excuse me, internet streaming over the air. Okay. Anyway, internet streaming compresses the video down to, okay, say you're going from a 30 gig down to 10 gig, and it compresses that so it can stream it at a quality to where you can view it, and it's, you know, it's, I guess, satisfying. But I did find out that where it is compressed, that you're not getting true 4K, even HDR, Dolby Vision, or what. Even though that on here it says Dolby Vision, it'll say HDR10. It's not true HDR, and the picture quality, even though it looks like it, is not actual 4K. Resolution. And I popped in a Blu-ray just to compare and stuff like that. And it does look like that a Blu-ray is comparable to streaming. But I had put a 4K in, I have an Xbox One S, and I put a 4K Justice League in the Xbox, and it's just HDR10. Well, when it came up, you could tell a huge difference in the detail, the color, even the frame rate. Sometimes on Voodoo, you get what they call shadowing, or a motion blur, which is, an object following itself, because, it's not running at the frames per second that it needs to be. But you can tell that, on disc, on a 4K disc, it is uncompressed pure video data. It is 4K, it is HDR, even 4K discs nowadays. Like I got that Justice League. If you flip it over, it says Dolby Vision on the back. So if you have a Xbox One S is not Dolby Vision compatible with physical media. It does it with streaming, but it will not do it with physical media as of yet. They're supposed to be working on an update. But the Dolby Vision, if you have a Dolby Vision compatible, say like a UBK90 LG player that you can get, they're not as cheap as the other ones. You can probably get a 80 for 150, but the 90 is 200, and it's because it has Dolby Vision, which is, a superior. To me, it's a superior type of HDR because of how it how it does metadata, and instead of HDR10, which does static metadata, which, whatever it looks like at the beginning of the video is going to be what it looks like at the end, all the way through. There's no, and dynamic metadata, which is what Dolby Vision and the newly introduced HDR10 Plus is supposed to do. It adjusts itself for color and brightness throughout the entire movie, every frame per second. So it's not staying at one constant like HDR10. It's actually adjusting itself throughout the movie to match your color and everything. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, thank you for leaving that comment. I was unaware, and I'm glad you made me aware, because I did a little bit of research on it, and you're right. On a 50 gig 4K disc, I mean, you know, the average 4K movie is 30 to 45 gig, and you put it on there and it's uncompressed. As where you take a 30 to 45 gig movie and compress it down to 10 gigs with streaming, you're going to lose some quality features. You're going to lose some detail. You're going to lose some color. You're going to lose some HDR features. It just, even though it looks good on Vudu, a lot of the times, internet, unless, I think they said, unless you have 1 terabyte speeds, that you're not going to get full quality out of a 4K HDR movie. So, I mean, I just want to pass that information along to y'all. Nobody right now, unless, you know, you're rolling in it, has 1 terabyte of speed on their internet. I'm sure they make it somewhere, but I mean, it's probably reserved for like businesses or the government or something like that. But, you know, I really enjoy 4K no matter what it is. But like I said, I have found that there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know about, didn't know about the compressed and uncompressed data from a disk to streaming. And, you know, it's really interesting once you get into to researching it. But anyway, I just wanted to pop up some of my settings, and, you know, give you my thoughts on things and pass that information along to y'all. My settings are my settings. I mean, that's what I like. If you want to try them, I mean, by all means, try them, see if you like them. I like a bright, vibrant picture with a lot of color, so that's why I got mine set the way I do. You know, different people have different preferences, so, you know, try your own. You know, do what you can. Try to make it look the way you want it. Don't try to make it look the way I want it. Make it to look the way you want it. It's your TV. It's how you want to watch things. It's all important for you to dial your settings in the way you want them, so you can enjoy your TV. And, you know, this Vizio set, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's a 2018 model. But, I mean, here in 2019, it's still worth buying, because the quality of this picture, the brightness, the vibrancy, the detail, everything on this TV is awesome. If I could change anything about this TV, and we're talking about the 2008 Vizio P series, if I could change anything about it, it would be the operating system. I wish they would have thrown a Roku in there or something, because the operating system on this thing, it's not as sluggish as in the past, but still, it's a headache when you have to stream things from your phone to, I mean, it don't even have Sling on it. I mean, you have to broadcast Sling from your phone to the TV, and it'll do it. Anything you want to broadcast from your phone to the TV, it'll do it. But I'd rather have the option to where, and I'll show you real quick, I'd rather have the option to where it's actually on the, it's on the TV itself, instead of having to, see, like down here at the bottom, you got Netflix, Prime Video, Watch Free, which is actually really good. They actually have Fox News on there if you're interested. Hulu, Vudu, YouTube TV, YouTube. They don't have Philo. They don't have, they don't have Sling, anything like that on there. But they do have YouTube TV for some reason. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with this TV at all. If you want a TV to where you can play games, and games look awesome on this TV, they really do. Or do you want to watch movies? Movies look really good on this TV. You know, I have the advantage of I can stream 4K movies, or I have an Xbox One S, which actually plays the 4K movies, but only in HDR10. Hopefully they come out with that patch to where they can stream it in Dolby Vision. If not, I'm probably going to go buy the UBK90 from Best Buy for $200. It's an LG that does Dolby Vision and HDR10. I might just do that, and because I'm impatient, I can't wait on an update. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them. And this is Kimpocalypse. I'll now have more free. Oh, wait. I forgot to tell you. Like, subscribe, and share my videos. And I'll have more for you next time.